It is time for part 2 of our Korean food tour.
That's gonna be a tough one to beat, I'm gonna be honest.
If you missed part 1, we tried the famed Korean barbecue and fried chicken.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Today, we fill out the rest of the
9 meals, 11 dishes in under 12 hours.
by trying some Netflix-approved food, a few must-try traditional dishes, snacks,
Did you grab 2?
Yeah, I really like it.
and one meal that had us questioning what the heck we were doing.
Okay. Your mouth is like...
But fortunately for us, we had a ton of help from our newfound friends in Korea.
We found our first stop really fast. There was a lot of people, and she has this sign up because she was on the Street Food Asia show that's on Netflix. She has an absolutely amazing story, and I highly, highly recommend watching the episode that is held here in Seoul. But we're gonna come here and hopefully find a spot to eat. There's a lot of people here. We got a corner spot. It was like the best seat in the house. We got what she's famous for, which is her knife-cut noodles. It's like an old traditional dish that wasn't really very popular until they started making it like in street markets, and now it's like all over the place, especially right around here. I think she has a lot to do with that, actually.
I love how they're just like kind of imperfect.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're so thick and doughy. It's interesting because they're actually like flour noodles, which is uncommon in Asia. I feel like we always have rice noodles, but it's just because they got rations of flour from the US during like the Korean War. So then these came about, now they're like a home staple, but they're really doughy. It's like biting into like a dumpling or something. They just have big water bottles on the table full of some sort of like tea that they make here. Our nice neighbor saw us just staring at it, so they poured us a couple glasses. It's really good. It's like super mild. You'll like it.
We got pork and kimchi dumplings. I've been obsessed with kimchi dumplings here in South Korea.
That is good. I love how thin dumpling wrappers are. And the inside of this with that sauce, it looks like onions, green onions with soy sauce. It's very good. I could eat dumplings every day.
That's why you're supposed to eat over the plate. They're so good. The kimchi is so crunchy and it's a little bit of heat at the end. I'm loving it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
감사해요.
감사합니다. I'm excited.
Yes, that was so good.
I'm fanboying over this.
She was so cute.
That's gonna be a tough one to beat, I'm gonna be honest.
That was a good start. Oh, there's another one. Okay, I'm guessing other Netflix shows have also come here. I love Netflix food shows. But then everyone here is so proud of being on those shows, which I think is just like the sweetest thing. And they all have like huge signs saying they were on the Netflix show. So it makes it a little easier to find them too, which obviously is why they do it. This is a big pancake. This next stop is known for their mung bean pancakes, which are a popular Korean dish here. It's mung beans that are like grinded until a paste comes out the sides and drops into a bucket, and then they fry it. So it doesn't smell like death.
I know exactly what he's talking about. I sprout mung beans on a damp paper towel in my desk drawer. Very nutritious, but they smell like death.
But it's super crispy on the outside, like a hash brown almost, and then really like soft and fluffy on the inside. It honestly tastes like a hash brown a little bit. It's really good. Plus, we got this little like soy sauce and onion. I think we'll eat it together. Good. This is good breakfast.
I saw someone order a beer with this pancake and I bet it pairs so well. I'm a little jealous, but it's probably a good thing I didn't see that until we were finished.
감사합니다. Thank you. We ordered raw marinated crab. They marinate it in soy sauce and it kind of preserves it, kind of like you would salt meat back in the day to preserve it since they didn't have fridges. Well, they just use soy sauce because it's super salty. And you just eat it straight out of the crab. Well, she was really nice and she cut it all up for us so we can eat it easier. And she got the parts we don't eat out. And now she's getting us some rice too. Oh, beautiful presentation. Thank you.
This is an absolute first. We've never put on gloves to eat like this.
I have literally no idea what to do. But look at this rice. She like put it in the crab shell. This looks like wild rice. It's super salty. She put a little extra like soy sauce on it and some sesame seeds when she served it to us. Super salty. I think I just eat this. I'm overwhelmed. Do I eat this? Okay, so see this orange? Okay. Your mouth is like... The orange stuff on the inside is called roe, which is the eggs inside the crab. So it's like really creamy. Salty and fishy. And then the crab is kind of like, not slimy, but like that, you know?
I don't think anybody knows what that means, but
It's good, huh?
yeah, it is good. It just tastes like gelatinized soy sauce. Very, very
It's like ceviche.
Asian ceviche. Yeah.
I feel like I'm eating crab cheese whiz. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. She's so sweet. She knows we're so lost right now. She just brought us some octopus and some kimchi. Kimchi. Spicy.
Yeah, it's spicy. You're right.
It's not like super spicy, but it has spice. It's a little spicy.
They give you these little yogurt drinks. Very sweet. I wonder if it's to help combat some of the spiciness of the food here. It's like milk.
It's so cool. This is really good. I don't want to stop eating actually. Thank you so much.
Bye.
So cute. Oh my gosh, that was a fun stop.
She was so sweet. Not only did she help us through the entire dining experience, which wouldn't have been possible without her, but she also offered to vacuum seal some of the food and send it home with us on the airplane, which I can't even believe they can do that, but it lasts up to 3 months, and we're not gonna be home for beyond 3 months anyways, so unfortunately we couldn't get any, but it was just such a nice thing for her to offer.
This is interesting. These markers, they're called dismount markers because inscribed on it, it says all officials, whatever their rank, have to dismount their horse. It's like a sign of respect. And it was around palaces at first, but then they got more and more popular and they were like birthplaces of scholars and kind of any important place, including the gate to the city, which I think that's what this is. Okay, this is not a gate to the city, it's an ancestral shrine. And they held like events here annually, and it was built in like the 14th century? 15th century. It's a long time ago. Bibimbap? Bibimbap? Yes, one. One? Please. Thank you so much. Okay, we came to this little stall that doesn't even have like a nameplate outside, but it's just this little lady who's making food, and we just tried to order bibimbap, but because of the language barrier we got kimbap, which is another popular dish anyway, so we're gonna eat it. It's like Korean sushi, but instead of raw fish on the inside, they usually have like vegetables and other meats. I see cucumber and carrots, rice and seaweed, and a couple other mystery things, so it's so big. Oh, really good. So it tastes just like sushi with like that seaweed rice flavor, but instead of cold fish, it's just kind of like lukewarm veggies. And it's really good with the crunch of the carrots. I like it. Thank you.
The kimbap was fresh and very tasty, but we added a meal instead of, yeah.
Hey, thank you. I saw something intriguing. It's called peanut bread. I don't know if it's a peanut. Oh, I think there's real peanuts in it. I don't know. Yeah, it's like made with peanut oil. And it has peanuts in it. It's like a little peanut snack.
Thank you. Oh, these are good.
I really like peanut.
Oh,
I'm so happy right now.
This would be good with some ice cream.
They would be. Oh, they're so warm too.
delicious.
Did you grab two?
Yeah, I really like it.
We're walking to our next destination instead of taking the subway so we can hopefully burn some of the calories that we're eating today. We're walking along this really beautiful stream right in the middle of the city. They have actually built like a little park around it, so it's kind of like an escape. You're down lower than the car, so it's nice and quiet. Lots of animals and lots of people walking.
Totally fascinated with the wildlife. And I saw these fish and they're swimming against the current, kind of like salmon do, and they're navigating it. So if they want to go downstream, they'll just like let go and float downstream until they find food, and then they'll whip around and grab some food. It's just so amazing that that's just like right here in the middle of Seoul. Giant metropolis. Oh my gosh, and now there's this beautiful white bird.
He's thinking so carefully about this next step.
Oh my gosh. I thought he was just like trying to take his next step or like fly, but he was fishing. It makes sense. He's in a stream, there's fish. That was amazing.
Bibimbap.
We'll just get one. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Found a place that has pictures outside that serves bibimbap, English on the menu. I know it's a little like touristy, but there were enough people inside for us to be able to pop in. We just have to eat it, so we got Wild Stone bibimbap. So bibimbap means mixed rice, and it's a rice dish with like a bunch of different vegetables on it. Gochujang sauce. This one has meat on it and a raw egg yolk, and it's in a hot stone, and you can hear it sizzling.
The first thing I smell when the food came to the table is the sesame seeds, and maybe there's sesame seed oil on it, and the seaweed.
Ah, I just touched it. It's really hot.
There we go.
Mixed rice.
Yeah.
Korea. Okay.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We wouldn't have done that.
That looks like an entirely different dish. One, two, three.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, so mixed rice means you literally mix it up and it's in a hot stone, so it's like cooking the rice, cooking the egg, cooking everything together, and this looks like a completely different meal. It looks a lot better. Alright, I'm just gonna try this now since it's all in here. And this, oh shoot. I touched it again. I made such a mess. What happened? Oh, okay, yeah. This is the gochujang. This is the sauce you put on it. The sauce is kind of spicy, so it's really good flavor with everything mixed together. The seaweed and the rice kind of gives you that flavor from the kimbap we had earlier today, like almost sushi-like. But then all the fresh veggies add some texture and some different like temperatures, which that contrast like makes it a really good meal. So I think the secret to mixing it all together is he used the back of the spoon to like smash it into the hot stone, and it kind of like smashes the flavors together and cooks the egg a little better too. Just smashing it down. So just like I think I probably would have done. Actually, I was just gonna go in and eat like a bite. This is way better. So grateful for all the friendly Koreans that have helped us eat their delicious food today.
I think it's like the stuff that late night cravings are made of. I would really want this if I was like hungry at 1 a.m. and just needed something to like eat before I went to bed. Light meal, but very filling.
Korean people number one.
So good. Thank you for helping us.
Thank you. Very good.
Thank you.
Come on, I love it. That is like the second time we've been hugged by Koreans.
I know.
I just love that the world is back to normal enough that we can do that again.
Like, look how happy you are.
I am. He was so nice. That was awesome. Okay. Time for dessert.
Whoa, look at this. Thank you.
Holy smokes. We came to this really popular Korean chain restaurant called Sulabing. It's like a cafe that serves desserts, including this very, very popular one that's like on everybody's tables. Different flavors, but the same dessert. It's like shaved ice with different toppings on it and then condensed milk. So you can get a ton of different varieties. There's like fruit ones, mint chocolate chip ones, Oreos, chocolate, all kinds. We got the traditional one that comes with rice cakes, mini mochi, almonds, and condensed milk. And I think all this powder is roasted soybean powder, which I'm not really sure what that is. It's really good. It has like the warm flavors like caramel and peanut butter, like nuttiness. I think that's from the almond and the soybean powder. And then the ice just melts the second it touches your mouth. It's like snow, really. I think it's called a snow ice dessert. Oh, wow, there's more powder in there. Look at that. Can you see that?
The best part by far is these little mochis, like little tiny gummy bears that just like surprise you, and they're just wonderful and delicious. And Alicia and I are hunting for them, trying to finish them before the other does. I think we ate all the good stuff at the top because it's getting a little bit watered down. 9 meals, 11 dishes, 13,000 steps. I don't think it's quite enough, but man, does Korea have some good food.
Alicia.
Yeah. Oh my god, are you trying to take my eye out?
That was so close. That was terrifying. I'm sorry. Giant. Let's try to finish every last one. That can happen too.
What did the fish say when he hit a wall?
Damn. I got it right.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't even realize I got it right. That wasn't like me being smart and thinking about it. I just was thinking what I would say if I hit a wall.